They say silence is golden. But the silence I bought came with a $2 million price tag, and within 40 minutes of signing the papers, it was stolen from me. Not by strangers, not by thieves, but by blood that I had finally done it. After decades of clawing my way up, overtime hours, skipped vacations, holidays spent in sterile office light, I stood in my dream. An oceanfront villa carved into the cliffs, waves crashing like applause against the rocks below. It wasn't just a house. It was my reward, my proof that sacrifice meant something. Boxes lined the hallway. Art leaned against the wall, still wrapped. My bed wasn't even assembled yet. I was sleeping on a mattress on the floor. And yet, even half finished, it was paradise. For the first time in my life, I could breathe. Then my phone rang out a voice sharp as broken glass. "Alexis, we're coming over. 15 of us. 3 weeks. Prepare the beds, stock food, have towels ready. We'll be there in 40 minutes. No greeting, no request, just a command that my sister, Marissa, that I froze. 15 people. My sanctuary, my one fragile piece of peace, about to be stormed like a fortress under siege. And the worst part? This wasn't new. This was her way. When we were kids, she took my clothes without asking, laughed when they never came back. In her 20s, she drained me with rent, loans she never repaid. Later, tuition for her son, designer handbags, spa weekends, dream wedding with flowers flown in from another country. Every bill somehow slid onto my shoulders. "Just this once, Lex," she'd always say. Just this once. But just once had stretched across decades. Standing there, phone still warm in my hand, I realized something. Marissa didn't want my help anymore. She wanted my life. And this villa, my villa, was her next prize that I should have panicked. Instead, a strange calm washed over me, like a final straw snapping, but in the snap, freedom. Engines rumbled up the coastal road. Dust rose as a convoy of cars pulled into my driveway. 5 vehicles packed with strangers, beach chairs, and coolers like they were setting up camp. Marissa's black SUV led the charge, her throne on wheels, doors slammed. Laughter spilled across the cliffside. "This place is insane," someone shouted. Children shrieked, racing toward my pool. And then she appeared. Marissa, sunglasses glinting, arms stretched wide, hair whipping like she was in a commercial. "Lexi, look at this paradise. Do lucky, lucky go." I didn't move. My front door stood like a shield. For one brief second, I considered locking it, letting them pound and scream on the outside. But before I could decide, her fist rattled the wood. "Open up, sis." We drove 4 hours. I cracked the door an inch. She shoved it wide and swept inside, perfume flooding the foyer. Behind her came the swarm. Faces I didn't know, bags dragging, voices echoing as they claimed my space. "Check out this kitchen. The pool's unbelievable. Dibs on the big room upstairs. My marble floors stained with wet footprints. My furniture shoved aside for their coolers." In less than 10 minutes, my dream was gone, replaced by a carnival I never invited. Marissa twirled in the foyer, arms wide like she owned it. "See, everyone, didn't I tell you my sister always lives large?" My sister, as if blood gave her keys to my soul. She looked at the staircase. "The master's upstairs, right? I'll take that one. Best view." I blocked her path. "No, that room's mine." Her sunglasses slid down, revealing eyes that cut like ice. "Don't be selfish. You've got plenty of space." Behind her, the group cheered her on. Someone cracked open a beer in my living room. Foam splattered my rug. I followed her up the stairs, heart pounding. She pushed open the master doors like a queen entering her palace. Sunlight poured in, hitting the balcony, the ocean stretching endlessly beyond it. My sanctuary, she tossed her suitcase on my bed, zippers glinting like handcuffs. "This will be perfect for my morning yoga videos. The light's amazing. My followers will love it." That was it. Something in me snapped. "Get out," I said, voice low, shaking with fury. She laughed, sharp and cruel. "After everything I've done for you? Family helps family, Alexis. Isn't that what Mom always said?" Her friend chimed in. "She's got plenty of space." "Don't ruin the vibe, Lex." "To family," someone toasted. spilling beer onto my hardwood floors that my hand shook. Years of silence boiled up like lava. Family doesn't invade, I snapped. Family doesn't demand. Family doesn't treat someone's home like a hotel. The room went still. Marissa's smirk faltered. What are you going to do? Throw us all out? You don't have the guts. My chest burned. My voice rose, steadier than ever. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Gasps rippled. For the first time in our lives, I wasn't bending that I left her in the bedroom and walked into my study. Locked the oak door. My hand trembled as I held the phone. Could I really call the cops on my own sister? A crash from the living room answered for me. Glass shattering. Laughter following. My sanctuary burning alive that I dialed. 911, what's your emergency? My voice was steady. There are people in my home who refuse to leave. 15 of them. They forced their way in. Outside my locked door, Marissa's voice grew sharp, desperate. Lexi, don't do this. You'll regret it. You'll lose me. You'll lose all of us. You'll be alone in this big, empty house. Her words pressed into old scars, the fear of being alone. But instead of breaking me, they hardened me. I looked at the photo on my desk. Our parents smiling, the values they live by. I whispered, better alone than exploited. And for the first time in decades, the silence was mine again. That if you were me, would you have opened the door? Would you have given in for the sake of peace? Or would you have drawn the line, even if it meant losing family forever? Tell me in the comments. I want to know.